Hello and welcome to the Craft Lair. I am Teresa, the Crafty Grams, and today we are doing a mass make idea. I have given up on trying to do mass makes because when I do them, it's just a group make or a batch make. I make a few. Mass make like 10 or more. Some people can do these. Well, this is an idea from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, and she did 13 in her hour-long mass make session. I don't have, for whatever reason, I just can't do it like that. Anyway, so what they are is she called them a stable door pocket. So stable door pocket here, and of course then you can just glue around the three sides and make it another pocket when you put it on the page. So this is one I did that's been inked up a little easier to see what went on. Now, she just used, well, she uses A4 paper because that's what she has. You know, she's, you know, um, she's in England, so they use A4 paper. What I have here started off life as 8.5 by 11 letter size paper. Um, but for some reason, they all printed with different borders on them. Like these two printed with extremely wide borders on each side, but nothing on top and bottom. Anyway, and these are, directional pages, which if you fold them correctly, it doesn't really matter. They're just going to come out pretty anyway. So basically, what it is you burrito it up. I'm going to put this on the inside. Um, so you fold it into thirds. That's what I mean by burrito. You fold it round like a burrito. So there you go. Sort of ish. We measure in ishes and eyeballs around here. So there's that. And of course it's folded wonky because that's the way I roll apparently. So yeah, I haven't mashed it or creased it very convincingly. Let's just put it that way. So and then the thing would be to decide which which way you want it to go, whether you want it to be your barn door to open to the right or to the left. And usually that's decided by the pattern of the paper. So this one is, I think I will do that way. And then the next thing is that this is going to be too tall for a standard size journal page. So we're going to cut it down just randomly at the top where I know it'll be, you know, short enough to fit in with something put into uh, the top of it. So I'm just going to grab my little guillotine. I mean, of course, Tina just uses her scissors and cuts stuff miraculously straight. I don't have that skill set. So I'm just going to lop off some here. And I usually go for something around 5, 6 ish inches tall. So again, these had those crazy wide borders on them, so I don't have to cut off as much of that one as I normally would. So there we go. That is our that's the basis of the fold. And then the next thing is to cut the barn door here. So I am just once again going to use my guillotine and cut sort of this way and stop at the fold, which I can't really see for some reason. Anyway, so let me just snip that a little bit. Oh, no, it worked. I got there in the end. I got there. Now, which way am I going? This is up, and this is down. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put my some notch in, excuse my reach. Oh, and look at my lovely bruising that my granddogger gave me. Yeah, she was a little excited to see me yesterday. That's okay. That's okay. It's all okay. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do that and then um, fold this in a little bit at just some kind of angle. It again doesn't matter. It's not rocket science. Nobody's gonna be bringing out a thing to measure the degree of the angle or any of that scary stuff. Math. I'm going to go ahead and ink before I glue because that's what I do. Sorry, I'll get off the rhyming thing. So yeah, just inking around. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. We had, shockingly, we had rain. I'm telling you, I'm going to either grow gills or feathers. I don't know which, but it's really becoming quite tedious, shall we say. I'll ink this because it's going to be visible from both sides. I don't know if you can hear background noise. I do have my baseball game going on in the background, and apparently the Braves are knocking scunion, as my late husband would have said. That's good. Knocking scunion means they're literally knocking balls out of the park. So, yeah. All right. So now this one is just going to be here and here and here and along this line here. I think that's everything that gets ink. So let me just make sure before I start gluing. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we start gluing. Let me bring my glue book over so y'all can see. Okay, so this is the inside flap. Let me get my glue lid off of my glue. Okay. So we glue this flap down. This flap down. Like so. And then around the edges. Like so. I mean, I guess I didn't need to ink all the way around that, did I? Because it's going to be covered up by this. But you know what? It's fine. It's all good. So now we're going to glue this pocket down. Like so. And since I can't do mass makes, we'll call this mass make ideas. Yeah. Ideas for everyone else to mass make because I can't mass make. I mean, I could mass make if I, spent hours and hours doing this. I'd get a lot of them done. I might get 10 or 13 done if I was, spending 2 hours, but I'm not going to do that. So there you go. Boom. Simple as that. So let's do another one. Move this out of the way. Yeah, lots of moving in and out, but hey, life goes on. So yeah, I'm gonna fold this one. I'm gonna fold it this way. Oh, that gave me a headache trying to figure that out. Yeah, I want this to be on the inside, and that's too wide over there. Let's see. This is the hardest part for me, is getting them even close to even. Even close to even. You know. And you can't measure it. Well, I mean, you could measure it, but it's going to be some weird fraction that you have to fold them at to get them in actual thirds. But that's a little bit too far over, so I'm going to roll it back some. Let's see what that looks like. That's pretty darn good. How about that? I actually got one. Shh, don't tell anyone. I got one right. So I'll do this one this way, just because I did that one that way. Oh, let me see. How tall are we? See, that's 7.5 inches, so that is too tall. Let's see. And fold this in like so. And glue it down. Gosh, I can't see the score lines in this pattern. Good enough, I guess. And I did not ink. Stop. Stop right there. All right, let's ink. Oh, I didn't cut this either. Wow, I mean, I did the first one pretty good, and now I can't. Now I just can't, apparently. I don't know why I even think I can do this. But we'll see. Not horrible, but definitely not perfect. But hey, perfect is overrated, right? All right. Now let's do this. Let's do this thing. And now we ink. Now we ink. So we'll start here. Don't need to do that. Just need to do here. Okay. And then okay. Now we will glue. Gosh. Maybe if I didn't make silly mistakes like that, I could get a couple few more done, huh? Oh, and I just laid my glue in that. Oh, yes, indeed. Just like that. Yep. And now around here. Well, there's a bit too much room there, but oh well. it's okay. There you go. So that's 2. I brought 6 pieces of paper along, so let's see how far we get. Yeah, this has to go in like this because that is 2 directional. I'm just going to fold them all now. The other few that I have left. Do it assembly line style. That's 10 3/4. I just can't measure like that. So let's see what has gone on. Nothing exciting is going on in my part of the world because it's just rain. Rain, 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 rain. Rain and thunderstorms. And it's just a lot. It is just a lot. Okay. And that is like 8 1/4. Oh, I'm not doing that yet. So let's do this one this way. Wow, this is the exact same as that other one. Oh well. Life she does go on. I love these images, and I could not even tell you at the moment who they're from, but all the pages are this way, portrait, so I don't really know what to do with them. Yeah, and that is rather upsetting. Now, these are still 8.5 by 11 exactly because for some reason they printed edge to edge. I don't know. I don't know. No idea. No idea how this stuff just gets decided by my printer. But in fact, I think these were done on my old printer, so I really don't know. I really don't know who was in charge of that printer. I mean, to be honest, I am the least tech savvy person, so I don't always know which settings I need to change or how to change them, all that kind of stuff. So, so yeah. Right. One more to fold. Like, well, that's not great, but it's gonna do for now. All right, now let's start cutting them down to size. I mean, I'm going to bring the guillotine over, and I could measure probably pretty precisely, but I'm not going to do that. That one. That one. And one more. One more to go. Okay. Now we're going to figure out which way we want them to show. Just making sure I get these creases nice and sharp. Just makes it easier for the rest of the process. Okay, so I kind of like that. Okay. Well, this is sort of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Well, this one definitely doesn't matter. If you were a very precise kind of person, you could probably take a sliver chunk out of here, and that way it would have a little more swing room, I guess, but that is just not me. Okay, so start with this one. I got my hot little hand. I'll go ahead and put the thumb notch in on all of them. Okay, put that away. Excuse my reach. And now I'll fold down this. This is the inside angled pocket. Even though I'm doing it upside down, it's fine. It's fine. This is how you do things efficiently, I guess. You do one step at a time on all the pages you have. If I can get these all done on camera, it'll be a miracle. pretty sure. I think nope, I didn't. I thought I went over the fold line there, but I did not. All right, now the next step in the process is to ink, because I don't want to forget to do that again. Here we go. I feel like I watched something on television that I wanted to mention, but I can't think of it because, my brain is like a colander. Everything just slips through the holes. But I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos mostly, so yeah, mostly just crafty stuff. I have a lot of things I want to get to. I want to do see if there's a challenge of some sort in June. What's the next month coming up? Yeah, June. Okay. And I know I want to do Junk Journal July, but I have something in the works for that already, thanks to Debbie at Ink and Page. She has and I didn't catch it in time, but her ephemera stash journal project that she did in May was actually in preparation for Junk Journal July. So the plan is to have all of the ephemera in one place and ready to go for all the prompts for July. So I'm going to try and get that done at the same time as doing her June freebie, which is, I think, is going to be very, very fun. It seems like it's sort of a mystery detective-y kind of thing. So, of course, we haven't started that yet. I just looked at the suggested list of supplies. That's it. Supplies is the word I'm looking for. Supplies to have on hand for. I didn't do the inside of this one at all. So I'm going to do that now. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos, trying to finish up some things, which I think I'm just going to have to put some things aside for now, because there's just no way I'll get like I will, of course, finish the Art Deco journal, and but I do not think I will get the French blue journal done in time. I think I'll put that to the side since I'm not doing it on camera. I'll just put that to the side. That is really, really not straight. It's going to be fine. Anyway, so yeah, I'll just put things that I'm not doing on camera. I think I'll just put one or two of them to the side so I can get this Junk Journal stash journal done and ready for Junk Journal July, because I'm really looking forward to that. And if anyone knows of anything fun going on in June, let me know. I will do my best to participate. I'm not very good at filming every day because I'm having a hard time uploading, not because of any technical issues or anything like that. It's just because I'm a bonehead and I can't remember to change all the settings that need to be done because I've started, instead of uploading straight from my iPad where I film, I am uploading them to um, put some finishing touches on, like do the description and the title on my laptop, because it's just easier that way. Um, but then I'll forget to uh, do them in the first place, or I will forget to change the setting from private to public. I mean, it's just dumb stuff, but you know, it keeps it from getting done properly. So those are my challenges, folks. What else? What else? I haven't even done this at all. We're in here. Yeah, I have a hard time talking and doing these things, but I feel like I have to fill the space, because just watching a dead screen of inking is not the most fascinating of viewing. I don't need to do all that either. I do need to do this. Okie doke. Now let's start gluing. So yeah, these are colors I don't normally use, or I don't use that often in a journal, these greens, but they're really beautiful. Um, so I don't have any idea what I'm going to do with these at the moment, but hey, it's pretty and it's fun. So that's pretty much all that matters. Using what I have, and it always seems to work out that whatever I put in my excuse me, whatever goes into my uh, ephemera ready to use box, um, chances are it'll get used sooner or later, or I will send it out in Happy Mail. So yeah, or it may also go as a freebie in my with an Etsy order. I do that quite a bit. I mean, I always put freebies in, but very often it is stuff that I have made. They are really cute. I kind of wish I had printed some stuff instead of just using what I had already printed. But now that I have them, I will definitely put one in my idea book, and um, I will be able to use them in future projects, or use the idea in future projects for sure. 2 more to do. Oopsie. Went off the road. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 done. That's a little better than usual. So there it is, today's mass make idea. And of course, I don't like to decorate until I need them for a specific journal. And you see they're all different sizes. Um, they face different directions, so you know, they're ready to go in all different situations in future journals. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this idea from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah and try it out for yourself. Let me know in the comments below if you tried it or if you've done it before. And also, if you know of uh, a challenge or event going on in June, let me know and I will try my best to participate according to the prompts. And so, yeah, I will see y'all on Wednesday. And who knows what I'll get up to then. Thanks for watching. Bye.